Hey gang, just getting you guys set up on the iPad so I can watch comments. How's it going? We're going to talk about Pinterest tonight. I know before on the earlier post it said social algorithms, but I just took a master class on Instagram and I thought it would be a little bit more interesting to, hey Jen, to everyone here. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so comments, we're ready. So a little bit about myself. My name is Leah. I live in Fargo, North Dakota. I just moved into a new house. That's why we're looking at this beautiful plain white background until I can get my filming area set up. I feel a little bit like a college news presenter on my little desk here. Hey Britta. About me. I live in Fargo, new house. I have a husband and a little boy, and they're trying to go to sleep right now, but it's still light out, so Buddy wants to stay up and play. So that's been a fun night. Hashtag mom life. I work in marketing as my professional daytime job, and my specialty is in social media marketing. I've worked for national craft brewing brands and industries across the board. So social media is definitely one of my passions, and I'm very excited to share what I can with you guys on this awesome opportunity and this platform here. So like I said a little bit earlier, today we're going to talk about Pinterest because it is a huge opportunity. It's basically the Wild West, and the doors are wide open for a lot of people to use it in a really strategic but really simple way that can really help your business grow. Pardon that. So I have some notes. Pinterest, how many of you use it? Let me see some smileys or hearts or whatever if you guys are Pinterest users. I know I use it a lot, especially when I was planning my wedding. I used Pinterest a ton. I think one of the things about Pinterest is that we don't really think of how to use it in a business sense. We know that we can go on there to find a bunch of great recipes, we can help plan things, we can decorate, we can, shop for shoes, whatever, but we don't think of a way to use it to leverage our own business. I'm going to share a few little tidbits for you that will maybe help get your wheels turning and get you wanting to use that in a strategic way. So here's just a few stats and numbers. I was kind of blown away when I found some of these. Like, I knew some, but I didn't really realize some of it. So Pinterest has over 150 million users globally. Of them, 70 million are just in the United States. So of all of the countries in the world, we have about half of the users on Pinterest. 81% of those users are female, and 67% of users are under the age of 40. So does that hit some demographics that you would like to reach out to in an organic and free way? I would hope so. So here was another interesting thing. Speaking of age, millennials use Pinterest as much, if not more, than they use Instagram. This is going to be the age group that we're going to really want to reach out to and be able to hit in a really successful way. So under 40, female, and in that target demographic. Let's see what else. Oh, here's the money part. So half of Pinterest users, their personal income is $50,000 a year or more, and 10% of them is a total household of $125,000 or more annually. So what does that mean? They have expendable income, and they go on Pinterest to find what to buy. So 87% of pinners have purchased something that they found for the first time on Pinterest. So basically, anybody who goes on there is probably looking to shop and looking to buy. And then 72% of all Pinterest users use Pinterest as a means of finding something that they want to buy, and that's what they use to make the decision. So people are there, people have money, people are looking to buy. This is a platform you want to be on. So here's where it gets kind of interesting. Of all of the pins on Pinterest, 80% of them are repinned content. So that means that all of the users on Pinterest are going on there and using content that they didn't create themselves. So huge, open, gigantic opportunity for us to get in on Pinterest and start making our own content and being part of the original content that's on there that the other 80% of people are gonna do and repin and share your stuff. Hey Ashley, hey Angie. I'm trying to see as you guys kind of scroll up my screen. So Pinterest, huge, open. How to use it for business. Where to start? I recommend starting either a board that's specific for your business, or if not, a whole new profile and Pinterest page that is going to be your business persona. What's great about this is you can switch your Pinterest account to a business account. Very similar how you can switch your Instagram account to a business Instagram account. If you switch it to a business Pinterest account, you get analytics. So that means you can see who's clicking and who's using, what's really doing really well, and what's not doing so great, things like that. So that's kind of a really cool part about it, and it's totally free. There's some sites that you have to pay for a business account, or it's an upgrade, or there's a monthly charge. Pinterest business account, analytics and everything is totally free. They do have an option for advertising, much like Facebook does. So if you do have a pin that you find that you've created and is doing really well, it's getting a lot of clicks, it's driving your business, you can promote it to be seen more. You can, and it's not expensive. It's pretty inexpensive like Facebook is. So if you're gonna set up a business Pinterest account, you can create boards that go with your theme. So for example, you're going to make your, like for example me, it would be, you know, Leah Wachna, LipSense distributor, whatever. I wouldn't only have one board that was LipSense. I have a LipSense board, I have a makeup general board, I have a skincare board, I have a self-care board, I have an eye makeup board. So a bunch of things that can go with your theme because you want to pin frequently and then pepper in your own original content. Does that make sense? So what else here? I totally went off chatting and lost my spot. So create your, what would you suggest for captions on Pinterest? I never know what to say. We'll get to that. Yeah, that's going to be the second most important part. When you create new pins, the image is the most important, and the second most important is your caption, because that's going to be where your searches show up. That's where all your keywords are going to live. So you create your own board, you create your Pinterest profile, you create your own boards. So now what? When you're creating your pins, think of Pinterest as a search engine. When it first started, they wanted it to be a social media type of platform, but in the last little while it's really they've kind of geared their business to be a search engine. They found people weren't interacting so much as really using it as a place to find things and shop and save ideas, not so much a conversation. So when you're creating your pins and your images, think of it as what you would search for. If you were going to go on and look for, you know, LipSense for fall, hint, this is a good one. You could share an image with, you know, 5 different fall colors, say like hot colors for fall, and then in the comments area, that's where you want to hit your keywords. You're going to want to use things like fall, makeup, LipSense, lip color, what other good one? Just anything you would think to search for, write that in there. You don't have to make the description sound like a cohesive sentence. It does help, but if you just want to jam it full of keywords, kind of like when you use your hashtags on Instagram, that's totally great too. Hashtags make a difference on Pinterest. Nope. Pinterest doesn't use hashtags to search like other platforms do. They just search text. So you don't have to worry about using a hashtag. Because it's, like I said, it's a search engine, so it would be what you would organically type in, not necessarily like a word that's like LipSense fall colors all one together. It could be separate. You don't have to worry about a hashtag, if you will. So think of that when you're creating your pins, is really just keep thinking, what would I search for? What would people search for? How would they search for it? Because that's how you're going to get found. And then once you're found, people repin you and more people find you, and they repin you and more people find you, and they repin you and more people find you. It's awesome. I just started using Pinterest for business less than a month ago, and I've already hit 30,000 monthly viewers. So using it strategically, thinking about a good visual, thinking about using really good keywords is really gonna skyrocket you and get you those sales, get them pointing to the right places. Okay, so when you're creating your graphics, can you post videos? Is what Jessica just asked. You can share links to videos. Like, I drive a lot of traffic to my YouTube site, and gangbusters is how well it's worked. And you can do it. You can, if you have a YouTube or whatever, use that little thing that says share on Pinterest. It'll share right there, and it's awesome. Yeah, it's totally driven my traffic way up on my YouTube page. So in that sense, yes, you can share videos, but it's not going to play videos natively on Pinterest. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, so when you're creating your pins, you want to make your own graphics as much as possible. I've already seen a lot of people sharing those same things over and over and over that we see on all the other platforms, so it's important to share your own graphics. When you're creating a graphic, it's not like Facebook. Facebook kind of has some rules about their text on images, where if it's more than 20%, that's going to kind of, and they're not going to show it so much. Pinterest, you can jam it full of text and it won't have any bearing on it. So this is your chance to make infographics. If you use any image creation software like WordSwag or PicMonkey or Canva, or what else does it? Oh, Spark. I love Adobe Spark. They will all automatically size an image to Pinterest sizes for you. And then you can put on there whatever you want. When you do create your pins, make sure you use like a hook. So think of something like mistakes you're making when, or the secret to, or 5 ways to do something, or like, you know, things to simplify your life. Things like that are really going to get people to stop and read what you've got going on. Make sure the text is big and bold. And usually if your pin has a few photos and then like a colored square or brick area and then the text on that, it really pops and it'll get people to stop and look and click. So it's pretty easy if you know what you're going to say. But yeah, just make those, make them really visually appealing, and that's going to get people to be your clickers. So that's a tip. And another thing about Pinterest that I love is it's easy. You can really automate Pinterest, which is great because you can use different apps like Later.com, Tailwind, Hootsuite, I believe does it now, where you can just schedule a bunch of pins ahead of time and have them go live like 3 a day or however long you want. So you don't have to go in, because it's not something like Facebook or Instagram or Twitter where you need to be communicating with people. You can just schedule them and let them go and let the traffic pour in and the orders roll over you. So that's a really great thing about Pinterest too, is it's totally automatable. Is that a word? It is now, which is great. So that's my little spiel on Pinterest. I think it's awesome. You can definitely drive traffic to where you want it to go. When you're pinning things, if you have like one idea for like a content for your pins, try making a few different graphics and see what works better for you. And that way you can see, you know, what is actually what the people kind of stop and look at when you make your graphics. All right, let's look at some questions. So do you link every pin to your Cinna site? No, not everyone. Let's see. I link them to just different areas. I have a blog, so quite a few of them go there. I do link it to my Cinna site, and I link it to my YouTube channel. I haven't found much traffic going back to Facebook, but what I do is I link everything else that I point it to does link back to Facebook, and I found people follow through that way more. Okay, so yeah, link it to but really you can link it to where you want them to go. It's up to you where you want to drive traffic. If you really want to drive your traffic to your Facebook page, you can send them there. But I usually send them to either my Cinna site or my blog or YouTube, because that's really where I'm focusing traffic for myself right now. And I'm noticing a ton of traffic going there, but you just pick where you want them to go, and when they click, they end up there. Okay, so iPad. Let's see some questions. I feel like I missed quite a few. How many sales have you gotten in your month on Pinterest? 5. I think that's pretty good. One of them was a pretty good one too. Let's see, do you lead them to your center setter? Oh, we already talked about that. And then Bethany said you started using it a couple weeks ago, no luck except on one. Sometimes one pin is really all you need to like get you going. And then you kind of learn from that one pin what worked, and hopefully you can try to figure out what the hook was there and how you can replicate it. I think it's great. What was I going to say speaking of sales? I've had 5 sales. I've had quite a few people subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is one of my goals. One of my personal goals for myself is to get those numbers up. Just views in general on that is going higher, and it's driving more traffic to my blog, which then drives traffic to the other outlets too. I'm working on my funnel. Any questions? Did I talk too fast? Hope not. Let's see. How do you know the sale is through Pinterest? You ask them. Yes, I do. Yeah, I typically ask people how they found their way to me, and then mostly it was from me kind of keeping an eye out from what time it came in. I've kind of found that the sales kind of come in pretty quickly after I see one pin start to do really well. That's how I can kind of figure out that it came through there. But yeah, I typically do ask people how they found me, because then it shows me what's successful and what's not, maybe where I need to focus some more of my energies on socially, or not. Just kind of that. Good, I'm glad. Yeah, I know, like Pinterest, when I was like starting to figure it out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is going to be so great for our sales and for our team. Plural. Anything else? I love the questions. Oh, let's see. How do you label your pins? I always wonder that. Like the description. Hold on, sorry. So when I write my description, there's a thing called long tail and short tail keywords. A short tail keyword would be lip sense. A long tail keyword would be like how to apply lip sense. So try to get as many of those longer ones in that make sense as you can. That's really going to help you show up more. Oh my gosh, so much is coming in. Does that make sense? So keep it, it's like you want to keep it broad but specific. You don't want it to be like red lipstick. It would be like fall red lip sense would be good, or like fall coral lip colors, things like that to kind of think about. Okay, let me go back. Label your pins. Okay, how do they email you or do you have them fill out a form? Nicole, I use Cinesite for most of my orders, so that's how I kind of find them there. They come to me that way. If you aren't using that, you could send them to your Facebook page, or yeah, that's how you could probably send them there. You also do have the option to set up a free blog site on WordPress, and you could have that just as your landing page, where you could do a quick introduction of yourself with your contact info and tell them how to order. That would be a really great option too if you're not using Cinesite, because then they can email you their order, and you can have an introduction that is just a really quick and easy link instead of your Facebook page. That's an idea. Okay, seems great for people who are in remote locations. Yeah, people that aren't kind of in metro hubs do spend a lot more time online shopping and looking around and doing things like that too. So it's a really great way to, if you are not near a bunch of people, it's a great way also for you to expand your reach outward too. Let's see. Beep boop boop. I've never made an original Pinterest post before. How do you get an original pin up there? Do you have to post it on your blog and pin it from there? No. So when you go on Pinterest, if you're on the web page, like on your computer, up in the corner there's a little red circle with a plus in the middle. That's how you start a pin. So what you do is you click on that. You're going to upload a picture or an image that you've created, hopefully. And then from there you can, so it'll give you two spaces. One is upload a photo, and then the next one is attach a link. Then you click on that and it'll ask you to put in your description, and then you post it and you've made your first pin. It's super easy, but that's it. And you can do it on the app too. It's the same way. There's the little plus down in the corner, and then you just click on that and you can upload a photo, attach a link, and that's it. Do you see yourself getting repinned now after a month? Yes. I have one that took off just crazy. It gets repinned and I get traffic from it every single day. So if you do one that's a really good one, it'll be evergreen content, and then the more it's shared. Oh, also, tip is if you do have one that's really good, make a few more images and post it again and again, because you know that's content that people are gonna want to click on. So make a couple of different images that say the same thing but look a little different, and pin it a few times. It's awesome. Okay, so I just saw you can upload pics from your computer. Do you know how big and what size to make the pins? Does it matter? Off the top of my head, I don't know. I should have had that information, but most most image generation apps that we use have a preset Pinterest photo size. I know for sure WordSwag, Canva, PicMonkey, and Spark for sure have them, and I'm pretty sure most of the other ones do too. But those are kind of the big four most people use, and it has a size for you already. Okay. What if you don't have a website, only a Facebook page? Link it to your Facebook page. It's totally up to your goals and where you want people to go. If you don't have either, like I said before, just create, that was Katie's question. Just send them to your Facebook page. If there's great content on your Facebook page, once they click through, they'll start scrolling and liking, and you've hooked them that way. So wherever you have for people to contact you, send them there. They'll go there. Let's see. Have you created any boards targeting potential recruits? I haven't created a board specifically, but I have a few pins out there. I'm kind of seeing how they're going. They're getting decent traffic. I haven't gotten any new team members as of yet, but I've only really started that in the last week or so. So that'll take a little bit of time. But it does get traffic, so people are out there looking to learn more about the opportunity. So definitely share that information too. Okay, what else? Can you tell us your Pinterest so we can see yours? Yes, it is called She Sparkles Beauty. Do you post selfies on Pinterest? I do. The ones that show off the colors. Okay, what else? Can you refresh and review a link to a pin to your page? Felicia, can you? I don't really understand. Can you refresh and review his to link to a pin to your page? You mean this video? Oh, mom brain has just hit the max for the night. Felicia, if you could ask your question again. Oh, how to. Okay. Let me try. Can you refresh and review how to link? Okay. Yes, I can. We're clicking here. On either the app or the Pinterest webpage, click the red circle with the plus sign in the middle. From there, it will pop up. It'll say add pin. You upload an image. So the first line will say upload an image. The second line will say attach a link. And then you click submit or whatever it is. And then that'll give you a space to put your description in. And you click pin and you've pinned. That's it. Couldn't find my Pinterest account. I'll link it. Yeah, I'll link it. I'm pretty sure it's She Sparkles Beauty. I'll look it up. I think yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I'll link it. I'll link it. So then, actually, let's do this. After the video, everybody share their Pinterest links if you have one set up. Because I love sharing and following and supporting everyone. This is so smart. How did I not think of this? Yeah. because you just don't. It's not, I didn't think of it until recently, and I used to actually have to do Pinterest marketing for some of my old positions in social media, and it just never clicked for personal business until recently. Okay, what else we got? It's there. Berta, can you pop the link in if you're on it, since we're there? Let me post my profile pic and kiss for a cause and see what happens. Yeah, you can start as many as you want. I guess I have like Instagram, for example. I'm all about starting a new profile for everyone. But if you feel, Jennifer, that you want to combine them and figure that out, totally cool. Yeah. But just kind of really whatever works for your strategy is the best. I just really like to keep them separate. Like I've got 5 Instagram accounts. It's a little crazy, isn't it? Thanks, Britta. You're the best. Anything else? Other questions? I'm here. Use me. A mug painting Etsy? Cool. That's awesome. I have an Etsy that I haven't used in a while, but I used to sell, and I still do when I like get off my duff and get around to it, is I sell beer jewelry made with beer ingredients. Etsy's fun. Their fees got kind of weird though. Yeah, but really, you can think of Pinterest if you want to as like your own personal brand, where you can, you know, have your personal boards and stuff like that together. So up to you, whatever really works best for yourself. How do we share our own link? Good. I'm glad. Yeah, this is so much fun info, and it's such a great platform. Okay, you guys are going too fast. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Casey, the Pinterest that I've been talking about tonight, yes, is my business one, not my personal name, because that one's full of dumb stuff that nobody wants to see. I mean, you can go look if you want, but it's not that interesting. It's mostly like Instant Pot meals and baby stuff. Let's see. Do you have other boards on your Pinterest about other things like clothes, DIY? I do. I have makeup in general, like eye looks, lip art. Self-care is a really important part of my my brand and my personal stuff. Skincare, that kind of stuff, but it's not all lip scents and Senegence. It's good to mix it up a little. Okay, what else? Hey. All right, any other questions? I think I got through everybody that asked a question. If not, I'll wait a couple more seconds. If not, I will pop off and thank you guys all for hanging out with me. I've been chattering on again for almost 40 minutes. As I do. All right, good. I'm glad. I hope this is really helpful. Like I said, share your links below. We can all support and follow and see what each other is doing and learn from them. Appreciate your time, you guys. I think I'm coming back next week. I have to check the schedule. I can't remember, either next week or the week after. Not sure what we're going to talk about yet. Maybe I'll find something else new and amazing and fun about the world of social media. All right, if there's no last questions, I'm going to pop off and say thank you guys. We will talk soon. Bye.